Hey guys, I'm Gia Marie.
I'm Vanity.
And welcome to Girl, Shut the Fuck Up.
Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Alrighty, so today's episode is really special. We have some really good friends of mine here. I want to introduce you guys to my drag sister Adriana LaRue and her boyfriend Renee.
Y'all give a good warm welcome to them. Don't y'all look so cute today?
In theaters, we snap.
Thank you for coming.
Yes,
Thank you for having us.
Okay, the nails, bitch, they're too long. I live.
No, I'm so excited to have you guys on. How was the drive? I hope it was great.
It was.
I know it's kind of raining today, huh?
Yeah, I didn't drive, so for me it was perfect.
Yeah, that's right.
Renee's about driving.
We need to leave the house earlier.
Okay.
Dude, I know the weather is terrible
It is
here.
really bad.
Actually,
It's bad. Yeah.
So,
what you got for us?
okay, so for today's topic, I spoke to Adriana. I think we've talked about this before, like in the past. So I met Adriana like a long time ago before she got with Renee. And, you know, when she got with Renee originally, when they first got together, I was a little shook because I was like, sister, I didn't know you like trans men. I was so confused. So I've always been really intrigued and interested in like the T for T couple situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess like I don't want to sound all stupid and be like, how does it work? But you know what I mean?
I
Like,
think we have an idea. I think we have an idea.
I know, I definitely do. But okay, first things first, how long have you guys been together?
This will be our 5th year. 2024 will be 5 years.
Congratulations.
Yes, oh my gosh, I love that.
And how did you two meet? I mean, I'm sure you've told me, but they don't know. How did you meet, Renee?
Yeah.
Okay. So they did the Rainbow on Ice event a couple years.
Yeah, 5 years
back.
ago.
And it was Rain, Adriana, Ruffles was on it.
Yeah, she was on it.
So Rain posted a video with Lupe's saying, "Oh my God, somebody's feet stink."
And it was Adriana's feet,
And
huh?
Adriana
I
was
knew
like,
it.
Adriana was like, Lupe, don't do me like that. And like very just, loud, like how she is.
Yeah.
By that time, the camera like was at the feet still.
Yeah.
And then it like,
Zoomed
hit her,
up.
and I was like, oh my goodness, like who's this woman? Because I didn't know she was a drag queen. I didn't know that she was a trans woman. I was just like, who is this woman? Like, watched the rest of the video. Did a little bit of like searching to see who she was. So I followed her, and that was like in January. And then I messaged her on February 15th.
Oh,
The day after
Valentine's. I love that.
I used to get food stamps on that day. That's why I remember
I live.
So I messaged her and I just wished her a happy Valentine's Day.
Aww.
And I was like, I hope it's full with like love, friendship, and all that stuff.
Oh, you were such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Okay, a question for you, Renee. Did she kind of play hard to get at first, or like how did you feel?
I just didn't think she would like me. Like I was just look at her and then like at that point I was like super like 1 year into my transition, I was like, just a little insecure.
Yeah.
But we just talked like every day after that. Like, I had insomnia at that time. So when she was working and getting off the gigs, I was still awake.
Yeah.
And then while she would be sleeping, I'd be working. And then, we just started hanging out and we went on dates. And, here we are.
And Adriana, like for you, I guess like is Renee your first trans man relationship?
He's like my first. Actually, he's actually my first everything.
Wow.
I got on dates before and stuff like that, and like hung out with guys and maybe like just talked.
Yeah.
But it was never like an actual
Committed.
boyfriend or committed relationship. So this is my very first everything.
Wow, I don't want to say like what a big step to take because I mean it's natural, it's love, you know what I'm saying? But like I love that for you that's like your first relationship and you guys have stuck it out.
That makes me feel so happy, you know why? Because I'm kind of in the same situation. Also, bitch, y'all gonna see me pat throughout this episode. I'm hot. Okay? So mind your business. And yes, these are the same white shoes.
Girl.
Also, just another question. So her feet didn't stink.
It wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't her.
So
feet.
it wasn't her feet, just to make sure. Well, so I know you guys know Gia a lot more than you guys know me. So, hi, by the way.
Hi.
I do want to get to know you guys' story just a little bit, like individually, and then we can talk about like the way it works now. So, for you, obviously being a trans woman, what was your early years like before the transition?
They were very questionable, and everything was just hard because I didn't know who I was. I was always like playing with the gender roles, and I would like be a man, but I would still dress up as a girl, so people would be so confused.
Right.
And just like living an everyday life, it was very confusing to people. Like, what are you gonna call me? He, she. So they were very hard. Like,
Been there.
girl, really hard. And I actually like allowed. I don't know why I did it, but I allowed. Like I said, Hispanic household. You just allow your parents to like kind of control your life.
Yeah.
Until you're like 21, 22.
Yeah.
Even after that. So I kind of allowed my mom to like fully take over my life, and she would be like, you have to get a haircut, you have to always have your hair cut, you cannot dye your hair. So up until like 21, I was still listening to my mom like, you need a man's haircut. So
And you're Hispanic, you're Mexican?
yes, full Mexican.
And you got, like, is your family from Mexico? Or
Yes, no, they're fully from
Oh,
Mexico.
bitch, yeah.
So it was like
It's a wrap.
Same for you, Renee. Is your family also from here, or where?
So my family, my grandfather's from Mexico, but my my great grandpa is from Mexico, but my grandmother's from Corpus.
Okay.
So my
kinda
entire
same. Yeah,
family
same.
is from Corpus. Me and my older cousin Jacob were the first like generation born here in Houston.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh wow. Same. My mother's from Corpus as well. So.
Yeah, small town.
That's wild. Okay, so given the fact that, okay, so we got that like out of the way. How was it? Did you, and I'm asking this because I feel like it's a real thing. I feel like it's a real phase, I guess. Did you have like a gay or bi phase before you found yourself as a woman?
no, I didn't have a bi face at all whatsoever. And I didn't have a gay face only because I was not interested in that. I've always, like I said, played with the gender roles. So I was always, even if I was like a gay boy, I always looked like a woman.
Yeah.
It was always very
I know
feminine.
that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never got to even like experience either or.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same question to you.
Yeah, I
Renee.
was gonna ask you, Renee, what about you?
Did you have like that like lesbian, bisexual phase?
So I
Oh wait. Also, is Adriana your first girlfriend as well, or have you had relationships in the past?
I've had relationships.
Oh,
wait,
wow.
the trans
So
women-
you're not special.
Wait,
No,
with-
how
with
sad.
the trans women? No, she's my first like.
Okay,
that
first
one,
trans
like,
woman.
No, but just across
I've had
the-
girlfriends before. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Were you a stud?
I was. I was always like very mask presenting, like growing up. So to me, I didn't think it would be a big change for them when I transitioned. But it
always
was.
is. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it usually is.
But I had always been mask presenting. I always wore like basketball shorts, Jordans, like sweatpants, hoodies, just always mask, always in the boys section,
Yeah.
never in the girls section.
You give me. Did you have long hair then?
No, I actually like had it buzzed multiple times. Like a
I was gonna
fade.
say most does give me the slick back low ponytail
Yeah.
with the braid in it.
And fried as fuck. Just sticking out.
Okay. But you said that you would buzz your hair.
Yeah, I would like fade it out, or I sometimes leave a little bit on the top, pull it back a little bit.
You were very progressive then. Before your transition.
Yeah, I had already I cut my hair off at like 15.
Wow.
My mom was pissed because it was like this, long, beautiful hair.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, are you Mexican too?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
I thought you were Puerto Rican.
Okay.
He was given the patterns. That's why.
My mom's Mexican and my dad's mixed, so he's half Mexican, half black.
Oh.
That's where the curl pattern comes in.
I love that. Now it makes sense.
Now it all makes sense.
Did you both start on hormones and tea at the same time, or who started first?
I think I started first because I was doing them illegally before I officially got with him and started doing them legally when it was prescribed to me.
Wow.
Back then, before I met him, I did it for about like 4 years.
Illegally?
Illegally, yeah, from somebody else.
Bitch, this is the case that don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
This is your
Yeah?
what's it called? Your warning. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it illegally.
Hey, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Don't
it worked
do
out
black
great
market.
though. Like,
They work, but don't do it. Go to a
Yeah.
doctor. Go to a doctor.
After I'm gonna ask for the number.
and you, Renee, you started. I'm assuming you probably started maybe like after her, obviously.
No, I started my transition before I even met her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was already about a year into my transition, like medically
Okay,
and
that's
everything.
right, you said
Like probably like a year and a half, like just presenting, starting it,
Mm-hmm.
but on the hormones a year before we met. And I didn't know she was on the hormones. So one day she told me we were driving, and I was like, "What do you mean you're not on hormones?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm not." I'm like, "But like, you're so fish."
Yeah, you're such a
So I was
woman.
like, okay, well, so I messaged my doctor. I got her in within that week.
Nice.
Got her blood work. You know, we got everything taken care of. So that way when she went
Look at
in,
him taking care
got
of
the
you.
drugs.
From day one, girl. From day one.
I love
that. Do we not just say this? I love when they take care of their girls.
Dude, I love when they take care of the girls. No,
Bless
seriously.
your heart. Well, okay, now we got your backstory, each individually. I know I'm intrigued, and you tell me if you're intrigued.
Go ahead.
Because I share the same ideology. I want to know what it's like being T for T. Like, I want to know what that whole world envelopes, like what it means.
It's chaotic.
Yeah.
It's chaotic as fuck. I mean, I feel like in a heterosexual relationship, it's just, people go 50-50 or it's just normal. You do normal things.
Mm-hmm.
And a T4T, like, you're taking hormone shots on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Your attitudes are like here, there.
Yeah.
People's like egos, when the shot hits, it's not gonna end well if you do not know how to control it. So
Okay, both
it's
of y'all,
interesting.
be honest. Who has the nastiest attitude? Between
Wait, can we vote real quick? Who do you think has the nastier attitude?
I'm gonna vote Adriana for sure.
I was too. I'm sorry. She put a gun to my head.
Who would you guys say is like a little meaner? You would say Adriana.
Yeah,
Adriana,
I would
be
say me.
honest.
Yeah, no,
Because
me for
Adriana
sure.
will like let it build up.
Yeah.
And then she'll go, "Pah."
Because I don't like expressing my feelings. I hate like
Your
being
hand sign?
Virgo. I don't like expressing the feeling. I don't like confrontation. So I let it build up, and when I have to release it, baby, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
This is why we hate Virgos.
I don't think I've ever.
That's my cue to go.
I don't think I've ever seen Adriana mad. I have known Adriana for a while, and I don't think I've ever seen you angry or anything like that. That's
You
pretty
just
wild.
learn how to control it in front of people,
Oh well, I love that.
I love that shade.
But you
Yes,
should be
ma'am.
scared. Like,
A lot of
Why
people would be
fucking
scared. A lot of people would be
I'm
scared.
joking.
So when you say chaotic, do you mean like, I know that you were like touching base on in between each other, but like, do you guys know other couples who are like trans couples as well?
Yeah, we know a few, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
your
do.
best
And
friend,
there's
your
like
best
different
friends.
like types of trans couples.
Right.
You know, like trans woman, trans man, like non-binary for non-binary, trans mass for non-binary. So I would say we know a handful, especially like here in Houston.
Wow, I'm completely, I guess the right word is, what's the right, ignorant, because, well, the opposite of educated, right? Because well, I'm not like Gia, I'm not that stupid. I know that trans couples exist.
Jesus
but
Christ.
I am ignorant to the fact that I've never like met a trans couple, I've never really had a conversation with them. Ew!
Well, what I will say is, I guess you can call me ignorant, bitch.
That's the right word.
Right. But what my thing is in my mind, I just didn't compute like a trans man dating a trans woman. I thought that like trans women dated cis or heterosexual men or like cisgendered men, and trans men dated heterosexual or cisgendered
Yeah.
women.
I mean,
know
you're
what I'm
not
saying?
wrong, because really.
I mean, that's how I thought. So, like I said, when Adriana got with Renee, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that like that happened. Like I didn't know that was a
It
thing.
is.
You know?
An assumption, I say this all the time, assumptions really is the cancer of America. I swear, no, I'm being so serious. Like, I've never said like, it's the cancer of America. When you assume things, it takes you to a completely different place.
The
Yeah.
dolls
True.
love the boys, and the boys love the dolls.
Really?
You know
And
what?
You know what? I'm not
Because-
even gonna hold, I believe that.
Because the dolls,
No, I
the
do
dolls be in
believe
my
it.
DMs. And I'm
Stop.
Like, yes.
Right.
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good topic. How do you guys? Are you guys like a jealous couple? Like, is there a jealousy between you guys?
Not on my end.
Don't do that. Don't do that. This is an open space. You can let it. Oh, my button. This is an open space. You can.
So y'all, they're saying they're not jealous. So it
Do you
doesn't
believe
bother you if like there are girls in his
No,
his DMs
not at
or
all.
guys in hers.
Oh, come on, y'all seen her.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not worried.
I mean,
No.
yeah.
I'm not going nowhere, and I mean, I feel like he's not going nowhere, so I'm not worried.
I love that, bitch. Power
I
couple.
know that's my bitch. I find it, okay, so you being an earth sign, do you like having control over your relationship? Like, do you like controlling every aspect of it, I guess I should ask?
Not really. I like when he controls it. I like when he takes over the entire situation. He just like, if we're doing this, that's that, and that's that on that.
Even in the beginning, like, I guess, how should I ask this? Because just relating it to me, I love to have control. The guy that I'm talking to, I love to have control over everything, like, over every single little thing. So when I don't, I feel like it's the complete opposite of what is not in here, and I'll fucking go through it. How were you like that?
No.
Not at all?
No,
I
like
need
from the
therapy.
beginning. You do.
I need
You do. This is actually your intervention. This is your intervention, sweetie.
perfect.
Dude, you do need therapy,
I
son.
know, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so Renee, what's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
Okay, and who had that mouth for me earlier while I was getting ready? Who was it? I heard somebody say, bitch, I'm gonna check her.
Who said that?
Was it you?
I have my
That was
I
him, and
have
he was saying that he has his stuff ready.
Oh my gosh, perfect. I love a person who's
Why don't you
Wait, okay, so are you May or June?
June
Okay, June what though?
17.
Oh, but you about to be a Cancer.
Yeah.
I already know what this chart's gonna look like. Let's see.
what does the chart look like?
What? How am I supposed to know?
I thought those were like questions. Do you have the actual chart?
Yeah.
Here you go,
Yeah.
assuming
I pulled it
again.
up 'cause
He's
I
very
mean,
organized. He is very, very
Wow,
organized.
he had it ready for you.
To go back to the question y'all had,
Go
I
ahead.
think that me and Adriana's relationship is very different from a traditional relationship. There's like a kind of Hannah Montana switch to it. She, during the day when she's not in drag, Miley.
Right.
But when drag happens, Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And I would say I would somehow have control on the Miley aspect because she's just very like, very chill. When Adriana's non-drag, she's very different.
Yeah.
But when it's drag time, like she's like, okay, we're doing this, we're doing that. I have to do
Wow, that's
like
interesting.
and that works. Like
Yeah.
I think our relationship just works for each other.
Does her like her Adriana LaRue persona, does that ever like bother you, or has that ever kind of like annoyed you?
So I wouldn't say it's bothered me because I love Adriana LaRue,
Right.
and I love like everything that's brought us, and I love that like lifestyle we live. It's opened a lot of doors for myself. But there are frustrations, just like she works a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like a very much person, like I like to spend quality time together.
Yeah.
But when my girlfriend has like only one day off during 2 weeks, like I'm like stir crazy,
Yeah.
So he's very clingy.
At
Very
home,
clingy at
I'm
home.
all up under her feet.
I was literally about to say, you have I locked it just for but you have your moon in Cancer, so I was gonna say you're very in tune with your emotions, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm very self-aware.
Very expressive, I would say. Oh my God, what about at home? Like, in your house, what makes the perfect home?
Peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you got it, because she's busy.
Exactly. She's in the drag room, and I have the whole living room to myself. I have
That
the-
is so
I have the
funny.
kitchen, I
Yeah,
have,
peace and
like,
quiet
my
for sure.
stuff.
See how it works out? That's beautiful.
Here you go, babe. In astrology, the moon actually governs Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's like that at-home placement for you. So you must be so comfortable with that. That's amazing. I wish I had that liberty, but I don't.
Yeah.
It's terrible for me.
So speaking of Adriana LaRue, really quick. So Adriana, you identify as a trans woman. You work as a drag queen. Is the line blurred? Like, does the line get blurry for you as far as like, because I mean, historically speaking, and I guess technically, the word drag queen, the term drag queen, is meant for a man who dresses up as a woman, but you don't identify as a man.
No.
So how does that work? I mean, does that?
Well, I see it like
conflict?
this. I see it as like I'm a trans woman who participates in the art form of drag.
Boom.
Okay.
Like I don't consider myself like just a drag queen. No, like I'm a woman participating in
Drag.
this sort of art form. So I don't see it as like the line being blurred.
Yeah. There's no conflict there.
Yeah,
for
there's
you.
no conflict for me personally. Yeah, maybe somebody else. I don't know, but for me.
What about when it comes to like strangers or like the crowd or
Right.
people who don't know and they kind of like may misgender you or something?
I don't,
How do you
and
handle
now I don't
situations?
mind it. Back then it used to get to me, but now I'm just like, I know my tea. They don't have to know it. If they are willing to be, I guess, educated in like 2.5 seconds, then by all means, I'll be like, yeah, no, baby, I'm trans and I identify as a woman who's participating in the art form. If you don't want to hear it, that's fine.
Yeah.
So to me, it literally does not matter if you misgender me in or out of drag. Like, I don't get bothered by it anymore. I'm 32 years old. At this point, it does
Bitch,
not
I
matter.
lived enough, yeah.
I've lived enough, and I've been bullied, misgendered enough to be like, girl,
It doesn't
this is
bother
not
me.
bothering
Yeah.
me at all.
I feel the same way. I was just saying it earlier. I'm like, words just don't really.
They don't.
They don't really faze me like that. 'Cause I just would rather not. I don't want to be like that crazy angry person, so I just don't allow people to like, get under my skin. It takes very. Adriana has seen me angry before. But it takes very, very special people to like upset me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't just get upset at everybody. It takes very like inner circle type of people to like piss me off.
Girl, well then I guess that's all of us here. We've definitely all seen that bitch man. Dude, I love that though. I love that you have that distinction because I know for some trans women, the art of drag is kind of their vehicle into finding themselves as a woman, and that was not the case for you, right?
No.
Just considering what you told us earlier that, considering what you told us earlier that you've always felt like a woman, you were always like switching genders with that. I know that's such a beautiful thing, and thank God you're so educated with that, because some people out here are stupid. Sorry about it, but I was saying no, because they are.
I thought she was talking about me.
I didn't
You're a
believe it.
bitch.
Oh my gosh.
No, when I first met Adriana, I thought she was a real girl. I thought she was
Don't
bio.
say that.
I thought she was a biological girl
A
or
cis
cisgendered girl.
Real girl's offensive.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it offensive when someone says like, I thought you were a real girl?
No.
Honestly,
Versus-
it's not gonna be because it's kind of a compliment, but bitch, that is disgusting to say.
Is it?
Yes, what do you mean, real girl? Having
Sorry
a
to
vagina
the
does
real
not
girls
make
out
you.
there.
Yeah, but having a vagina does not make you a woman. Not having titties, not even having the parts, make you a woman.
That might be a conversation for another episode.
No, because it is what it is. It is what it is. Being a woman is it's a societal construct. I would
Well, from the day I met you, I knew you were a woman. I sensed it.
say. Yeah, same.
You were.
What did you think when you first met Gia?
I was a fan. I literally, the first thing I said to her when I walked up to her, I was like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. Like, I love you.
Oh my God.
Because I've been following her for years. Like, her makeup journey, like, I was always following it. So, when
She
I first
knew
got
me
to meet
as-
her, I was a fangirl.
So she knew me as J Barbie first. That's how like
Yes.
originally
You're
I
being
popped
so open this season, and I want to congratulate you. No, I love
Thank
it.
you. I don't want to hide behind anything. I want to be as open and honest this season as
I
possible.
love
so.
that.
Yeah, no,
So
I
you
was
knew
a
her
huge
email.
fan.
So she,
J
so
Barbie,
she,
I
she
was
knew me
a
as J Barbie
fan.
at first. I think the first time that I saw her, it was at like F Bar. I want to say
Yeah, it was F bar, yeah.
I think it was at F Bar, and I remember my drag mother at the time was like, "Oh, that's Adriana," and I was like, "Oh, okay, nice to meet you." Like,
You're like, I like to be.
yeah. She was very shy. She was not like loud or anything like that. She was a very timid kind of girl at the time. So she was beautiful. Like I said, I thought she was a biological woman. I really did. I didn't know she was T at all.
What about me when you met me?
She doesn't know you.
What did you think of me when you met me?
She doesn't remember.
Well,
We knew you were one of the dogs.
yes, I knew it from day one.
And you know what's so
I
funny?
always saw it.
I had a conversation with her a long time ago, and
I don't think it was a conversation. I think it was an ambush.
That sounds more like you.
if you
Right.
Yes.
you can call it what you want, but I called her.
Las uñas.
I called her T way before because she would present very female. So I'd be like, "Girl, you want to be a girl? Just be a girl." You know what I'm saying? And she'd be like, "No, I'm not a girl. I'm not trans. Like just like like feminine things." And I'm like, "Okay, girl, whatever." And then lo and behold, look at her now. She wants to be a freaking tranny,
Tape all over my business.
girl.
Okay, my bad, dude. Jesus, you were right.
Well, I mean, overall, I feel like the conversation of the T for T couples, it's definitely opened up my eyes a little bit more. I mean, I've known you guys for years now, so I'm so used to that, like, the look and stuff. And it's crazy. I don't think I actually do know any other T for T couples. I think y'all are the only ones for now. So.
Is it like a secret society? Like you have passwords
Yeah.
to get in?
It has to be, because I don't know any other one. I don't know any other couples that are T for T.
Wait, because you know what? We didn't ask this question, and before we end this, I do want to ask, what was it? This is gonna be really personal. If you don't want to answer it, don't. But what was it like when you guys had to get intimate because I know a lot of us associate genitalia with gender. So, and I know, I'm so sorry everybody out there, this is me being vulnerable. Out there, like I need a penis, right? So, for me, if a penis is not present, I'm good. I'm not a part of it, you know what I mean? I'm not even recording. So, what was that like? I want to know from either of you, like from both of you, like what was it like when those moments came? Was it scary?
Yes, it was scary, but to be honest, it really wasn't because, I mean, it was just a body part. It wasn't like I needed to have a penis or anything, but it was definitely a little weird at first, you know. Sort of because this was something very new to me. Although I had seen it in porn, and I was like very like kind of like obsessed with the fact that there was like a man who had a vagina. So at first, yes, it was a fetish. I'm sorry.
Oh, you were a fetish at first. Jeez.
But then when it came down to it, it was like, okay, well, this is normal. Like it's but that's how it was for me. I don't know about
What about for you?
You missed like the whole like. Okay, so
you can tell me better than I can.
Is there a story here? Let's hear it.
Wait, should we tell the story? Like
You should.
Yes.
Let's tell it.
So, first of all, I never dated a trans woman. I didn't even really know what like trans women were, even though I was like transgender. You know, like there's a little bit of a divide, and you know, she had never been with a trans man, but we also had not ever been with that other genitalia either.
Right.
I've never been with a woman. I've never been with a man.
Wow.
So, like, I never like was into guys. I never had boyfriends. I never had done anything with that sexual organ. Right. So it was completely
Love the verbiage, by the way.
to both of us. So at the
virgin.
time,
Nervous.
yes, technically I was a virgin. Like that's what it was.
Yeah.
So I remember the first time Elisha was out of town because you know we were all roommates.
Yeah, I remember.
Elisha was out of town, and we were like, you know, just getting intimate in the bedroom. And like I said, we'd never
Done that.
We also never discussed it either.
Yeah.
Like
So y'all jumped in.
Yeah, I mean not like super like fast, like you know, but like you know, we just never discussed it. We never talked about that.
Yeah.
It's like an elephant in the room. So I remember just like, you know, things were getting intimate and I felt something and I like freaked out. I was like, wait. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Like, wait, okay, I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something. And she's like, what? What is it? Like, I'm like, okay, like I'm having a panic.
She's all hard.
I'm like, I need to tell you something.
I wish I could.
Go ahead.
She's like, what is it? Like, do you have a girlfriend? Like, are you like, you have a girl? I was like, whoa.
Oh, see, jumping to conclusions. Already toxic, girl.
Like,
Toxic.
what are you talking about? No, that's not what it is. She was like, well, then what the fuck is it? I was like, well, I'm a virgin. She was like, how? Like, you're 22. Like, how are you? I'm like, because, you know, like.
This one,
because I was
used and abused, okay? She's like, how?
I never, you know, and then she was like, okay, you know, we'll just wait till we're ready. And then, like, what, like, a week, 2 weeks later.
You did it? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, she was out of town again.
So, I mean, I guess it's safe to say that, like, you both lost your virginities to each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
At our day.
You know what? Funny story, but back in the day, I remember one time I was talking to Renee on the porch and we were, like, smoking. And he said something he was like, yeah, he was mentioning a story that they had when they had sex or something, and he's like, yeah, and Adriana didn't use a condom, and I was like, why does she need to use a condom for? And he was like, because I could get pregnant. And I was like, literally, I was like, oh my God, you're so right. You could get pregnant. Like,
oh my God,
it was
I
just
didn't even
so
think of that either.
mind blowing to me. It was those kind of things. I just, like I said, I never thought of those things before I met you guys. So I was. All of it was new to me. All of it, pretty much.
Oh my God, I wonder what, like, if anybody's heterosexual watching the show, I hope you're getting a fucking time, bitch. Because this is so mind-blowing for me. Like I said, I'm a little shallow. I'm going to need that dicky on there.
Yeah, I mean, same. Although, honestly, I don't know. I feel like trans men, from the ones that I know, the ones that I've met, Renee being like a shining example of that, I feel like they do treat, you know, trans women so beautifully.
Yeah.
It's a world of a difference between a trans man and like a cisgendered man. Sorry, dog.
I thought you were referring me to Sister Yvette.
She pointed at you.
I was like,
I was like doing the this or that, you know. Like I said, they're just like a world of a difference. I've never dated a trans man before, but I wouldn't close it completely. But I don't know. I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like physically there yet. So, but I really appreciate you guys and y'all's like relationship and the love you guys have for each other.
yeah, I think it's very beautiful, and it's a real example of what real life looks like.
Yeah. No,
And I
seriously.
think, like I said, don't assume.
Right. Before we get into TS or CD, just like, I guess my last question is like, what has kept the relationship going so long? Like, what keeps the love there?
Love.
I mean, other than that, I mean, I guess if you could.
I don't know. Like, I mean, definitely love, but just being very open with each other, with everything. I feel like if you can't be yourself around someone, then it's just not gonna work. I'm very random at times, so I'll hiss at him at like weird fucking.
Like a cat?
Yeah, I'll like kiss at him,
Fucking
or
weird.
like I'll go up to him when he's like reading his comic books, and I'll just dance. Or I'm just like punching the air. If you cannot be that fucking weird
Right.
or silly with your significant other, then why are you even in
I
it?
totally agree. However, come up, bitch, y'all kinks kill me. Not hissing, but y'all need to punch.
We're clowns,
kills
like, we just like have fun. Like at the end of the day, if we can't laugh, like we're cackling all day, you can't put us together, it's dangerous. Because
I love that though.
we cut up anywhere we go. Like
I
it
love
doesn't
that.
matter. Like
I think you need to be friends with your partner before anything.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because then what? At that point, it's all just surface level. And,
Yeah.
I mean, anybody could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this next one was a submission, and you are a Sag woman, and you want to know what's the perfect man for you. So firstly, I want to talk about what it's like to be a Sag woman. So obviously, as we know, Sagittarius are very forward thinkers. You guys are very, very liberal, and you also are just extremely open-minded. Sometimes you're too open-minded to the fact that you don't really like correction. So I could see that being a little friction in the type of man that you would want. I also feel like you probably would do really well with a man who's like willing to be more of a like power in your life, if that makes sense. I don't want to make it sound like a gender role thing, but I do think you need a man who is assertive and who can absolutely show you, who can battle your really crazy fast forward energy. So with that being said, I come to the conclusion that an Aries man would be really, really perfect for you because I think the sex would be really, really high. I think it'd be fast. I think it'd be really good. I think it would also be such a key part in your relationship. I also think because Aries are very like cheerleaders of the zodiac, I think that an Aries will kind of help you focus on what's right in front of you versus, you know, Sagittarius, like I said, are forward thinkers. So I think, you know, sometimes you focus too much on the future. And I think an Aries would really humble you and teach you on what's happening now. I will say, just an honorable mention, I think a Cancer is probably definitely the person you don't want to go for. They're super unequipped to handle your quick wit. They're very unequipped to handle your emotional instability. And also, I think in general, they want more of a home and you don't focus on a house. So yeah, girl, and Aries is the one for you.
Okay, so now it's time for our favorite part of the show where we play Is It Giving TS or CD? So again, for everyone watching, this is a lighthearted game. Do not take it serious. This is all for fun and games, okay? If you are giving TS or CD, that is on you.
And we can't be held accountable.
Yeah, we can't be held accountable for those things, so why
And she is TS.
and she is CD.
I set that up.
I'm joking.
No, I set it up.
I know you did.
Go ahead.
Good job. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a couple photos, and then we just want y'all to vote whether it's giving you TS or CD. Okay. So here you can take a look at that, and we're gonna put the photos up on the screen so you guys can see it. We're not.
wait. Who's that?
Do you know who that is?
Who's that? Does he look familiar?
Okay, wait. Don't tell him who it is. Just give me. Is it giving TS or CD?
TS.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go for TS.
Yeah, TS for sure.
It's the bus driver wig. It's
That's what it is.
It's TS for sure.
So y'all, this is EJ Johnson.
Yeah.
I love her. I was about to say him.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm still used.
Well, we don't know their pronouns.
I don't know that he's or she is trans yet.
They,
I just saw the
maybe they.
photo. Yeah, I don't know
They.
if they are trans yet. I just saw the photo online and I was like, I need to get it. But I'm voting TS on that as well. She looks fabulous. Alrighty, is this giving you TS or CD?
CD down.
CD down?
CD down, girl. That's
Is
CD.
it giving you TS or CD?
It's giving me CD.
CD.
She wants to be trans so bad.
I keep telling her.
I tell her all the time, I'm like, girl, just start shooting freaking hormones already.
I told her, come over, I'll give you a little shot real quick.
You know what? Honestly, my sister be giving me TS. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna vote TS on this one though.
Okay.
I'll vote TS. They voted you CD, so handle it with them.
Okay. It
Okay.
is giving me a little CD. I don't even hold you.
Okay, last one. Is this giving you TS or CD?
That's a doll.
Is
That's
it?
a doll, honey.
Is
That is a doll. That is giving a TS.
TS?
down.
Yes.
TS?
Just give them a year.
I think the same thing.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, initial thoughts, it's giving CD. But yeah, in a year, she's going to definitely be a trans girl.
I'm gonna vote CD because of the buzz cut. It's the buzz
Yes,
cut.
that's where I
I
go.
love the hair. It's so just nobody else has
The little
that.
pompadour.
Yes.
There's dedication to that.
There is, because you have to blow
Yeah,
dry
there
it,
is
you have to,
dedication to little pompadour.
And I don't think,
Yeah.
I think I've seen pictures of them for a long time. I've never seen that mohawk not pushed back, bitch.
No,
She
yeah.
always has it right.
It's-
She always has it
Yeah,
right.
and it's
very-
always like perfect.
Yeah, good for them. I love that for them.
You know, I have the funniest story about that girl. Really quick before we go. We were at a club one time, and she brought this guy into the section, right? And the guy, I guess, like before he got in there, he gave her his card, and he was like, go get me a shot. And she was like, okay. So she asked me, do you want a shot? I'm like, yeah, I'll take a shot. So the guy's like, she's like, what do you want? He's like, whatever you want to give me. She's like, no, just tell me what you want. He's like, whatever you want to give me. She's like, just tell me. And he's like, a shot of tequila. And she's like, all right, cool. She leaves. She's gone for like 30 minutes. Oh boy, next to me is like, hey, do you know where she's at? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, she has my card. And I was like, well, baby, that's on you. Girl, tell me where she comes back to the section and she hands me a shot and then looks at him and goes, oh, okay, I'll be right back. And she ran back to the bar and I was like, ciao.
Mama was goofy.
She was goofy. She was running that card, bitch.
That's
She's
how it
hilarious.
has to
I love
be.
her. I really do, though. I really do.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming onto the show. We both really appreciate it so
Thank you
much.
for having us.
Thank you.
I
so
loved
much.
hearing your story.
We can't wait to see more of you guys. Where can they follow you guys?
Yeah,
Because I follow you already, but they don't.
Yes.
So give us your
You
Instagram.
can follow me on Instagram at AdrianaXOX2 because number 1 was taken.
You can follow me on Instagram at stoned x2.
Because number 1 was taken.
Also, really quick, I know Renee and Adriana, you guys do stoning work as well.
Yes.
Like you rhinestone. Are you guys taking commissions for that?
Yes, always
Oh my
open.
God.
Commissions are always open.
Okay, so
get into us before pageant season because when pageant season starts, it's all on her.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's competing this year. I'm
am.
excited.
I'm so
Gosh, I
excited.
can't wait. How exciting. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. Gia, did you enjoy the time?
I did. I enjoyed it. And I feel so much more educated this time. I swear. I really do.
Snap.
I learned a lot this episode for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, again, if you guys are not subscribed yet, definitely subscribe to the channel and leave a like. And bitch, let us know what you thought of today. Until the next time.
Girl,
Shut the fuck up. Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Girl, shut the fuck up. Girl, shut the fuck up.